Interesting facts about human brain. Workings of the human brain. 1. The brain is a complicated organ in humans. It has 100 trillion connections between its 100 billion neurons. The control center for everything you think. 2. Your brain is split into two hemispheres. Specific sections within each half control particular functions. 3. Your brain's two halves may appear to be very similar, but their approaches to information processing are completely different. The two sides of your brain don't operate independently of one another despite their divergent modes of operation. 4. Your brain's distinct regions are connected by nerve fibers. You might still operate normally if brain damage breaks the link between sides. However, the absence of integration might result in some limitations. 5. Human brains constantly rearrange themselves. It can change in response to physical or experiential change. It was created with learning in mind. 6. We learn more about which areas of the brain govern essential functions as scientists continue to map the brain. This knowledge is essential for developing research into brain disorders, injuries, and treatments. A human brain weight how much? 1. The average human brain weighs roughly 3 pounds 1.4 kilograms, which accounts for about 2% of the body weight of an adult. According to Illinois Northwestern Medicine, male brains are typically 10% bigger than female brains. The average male brain has a volume of about 78 cubic inches, 1,274 cubic centimeters, compared to 69 cubic inches for the average female brain, 1,131 cubic centimeters. The cerebrum, the largest portion of the brain situated in the front of the skull, accounts for 85% of the weight of the brain. A human has how many brain cells? 1. Approximately 86 billion nerve cells, neurons, often known as gray matter, make up the human brain, according to a 2012 study that was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. 2. The number of non-neuronal cells in the brain is likewise similar, including the oligodendrocytes that surround the axons of neurons with myelin sheaths. 3. As a result, the brain's white matter, the thin strands via which electrical impulses are passed between neurons, is referred to as having a white appearance. The brain's anatomy in humans. 1. The cerebrum, which is separated into two hemispheres, is the largest portion of the human brain, according to the Mayfield Clinic. The frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes make up each of the four hemispheres. The cortex describes the cerebrum's wavy exterior. The brainstem rests behind the cerebellum, which is located beneath the cerebrum. 2. Both the control of voluntary movement and cognitive processes like reasoning and forward planning depend on the frontal lobe. Both memories and emotions are produced by the temporal lobe. For spatial orientation and navigation, the parietal lobe, which integrates information from various modalities, is crucial. The occipital lobe, located close to the rear of the skull, is where visual processing occurs. 3. The midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata make up the brainstem, which joins to the spinal cord. The brainstem's main duties include communicating between the brain and the body, providing the majority of the cranial nerves that supply the face and head, and playing a crucial role in controlling the heart, breathing, and levels of consciousness. It regulates the cycles of wakefulness and sleep. 4. Additionally, the brain includes four linked cavities called ventricles that create cerebrospinal fluid, CSF. It protects the brain and spinal cord from damage as it circulates around them before being absorbed into the bloodstream. 5. CSF not only protects the central nervous system but also removes waste from the brain. According to the Society for Neuroscience, waste materials from the interstitial fluids surrounding brain cells flow into the CSF and out of the brain through a process known as the glymphatic system. According to studies, this waste clearance procedure primarily takes place when you sleep. The glymphatic system in the brain cleared beta amyloid, the protein that forms the characteristic plaques of Alzheimer's disease, more quickly when the mice were asleep than when they were awake, according to research published in a 2013 science paper. Mice's interstitial spaces also grew by 60% when they were asleep. Are brain size and intelligence linked? 1. Non-human animal intelligence is not correlated with overall brain size. For instance, a sperm whale's brain weighs more than 5 times as much as a human brain, but people are thought to be more intelligent than sperm whales. The ratio of brain size to body size is a more reliable indicator of an animal's expected intelligence. However, it does not even position humans at the top of the list, according to brainfacts.org, a website created by the Society for Neuroscience. The tree shrew has the highest brain-to-body ratio of any animal. 2. Human brain size is not a reliable indicator of intelligence. Christoph Koch, a neurologist and the head of the Allen Institute for Brain Science in Seattle, claims that certain experts in their profession have brains that are smaller than normal while others have brains that are larger than average. Consider contrasting the minds of two renowned authors. Ivan Turgenev, a Russian novelist, had a brain mass of 71 ounces, 2,021 grams, but Anatole France, a French writer, had a brain mass of only 36 ounces, 1,017 grams. 3. Neurons and folds play a part in how intelligent humans are. According to Dr. Eric Holland, a neurosurgeon and cancer biologist at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center in the University of Washington, humans have more neurons per unit volume than other animals, making folds in the cortex the only way they can all fit within the brain's layered structure. 4. According to Holland, the more gyri and sulci, or wavy hills and valleys, a brain possesses, the more complex it becomes. According to him, mice have smooth brains, in contrast to other intelligent animals like dolphins and monkeys, who have similar creases in their cortex. 5. When it comes to intelligence, the way the brain is integrated also seems to be important. Albert Einstein was a genius among geniuses. His average-sized brain is thought to have been highly connected, with many routes connecting his brain's dispersed regions, according to a study. Einstein was a genius among geniuses. 6. The largest frontal lobes of any animal are found in humans, according to Holland. The things that make us distinctively human, as he put it, are connected to higher-order processes like self-control, planning, reasoning, and abstract cognition in the frontal lobes. The difference exists between the right and left brain? 1. According to the hypothesis, each person has a dominant side of the brain, either the left or the right, and is therefore either left or right-brained. The hypothesis states that you are left-brained if you think mostly analytically and methodically. You are right-brained if your tendencies are toward creativity or the arts. 2. The two hemispheres of the brain have distinct functional differences, which is the basis of this notion. Thanks to Roger W. Sperry, a psychobiologist who won the Nobel Prize, this was originally discovered in the 1960s. 3. In comparison to the right brain, the left brain is more linguistic, analytical, and organized. It is often referred to as the digital brain. It performs tasks like reading, writing, and calculations better. 4. Sperry's dated study indicates that the left brain assists you with logic, sequencing, linear thinking, mathematics, facts thinking and words. 5. The right brain is more visual and intuitive. People sometimes refer to it as the analog brain. It has a more creative and less organized way of thinking. Sperry's dated research suggests the right brain helps people with imagination, holistic thinking, intuition, arts, rhythm, nonverbal cues, feelings, visualization, daydreaming. 6. The two hemispheres are connected by bundles of nerve fibers, which constitute an information highway. Despite the fact that the two sides operate differently, they cooperate and support one another. You use both sides of your brain simultaneously. 7. You use all sides of your brain, whether you're doing something rational or artistic. People often attribute language to the left brain. However, the right brain also aids with context and tone understanding. The right brain assists with comparisons and approximate estimates while the left brain manages mathematical problems. Does a dead person's brain continue to work? 1. A significant milestone was reached in April 2019 for both the project and neuroscience research as a whole. 2. According to a previous report from Live Science, Brain Initiative researcher Nenad Seston of the Yale School of Medicine revealed in a report published in the journal Nature Opens a new tab, that his research team had revived circulation and some cellular functions in pig brains 4 hours after the animals had passed away. 3. The findings cast doubt on the widely held belief that brain cells suffer abrupt, irreparable damage quickly after the heart stops beating.